This is Johnny Eliades here, your success strategist, and I just want to speak to you guys about something because today I've been getting some calls from different businesses, and a lot of these guys have got startup businesses and they don't know what to do and how to do to build a business. So I want to explain certain things. Let's be clear on when you want to go into a business, how is this game going to work? What that means is, I call it a game. People might not like that, but you got to know and you got to understand how this game works. And the first thing you got to know, would you go into something, would you go into a business or any other thing, if your odds were, within 6 months, history has shown that 9 out of 10 businesses are going to close down. They're going to go bankrupt or they're going to close down for some other reason. And if they do exist after the 6 months, they will close down within 5 years. That I can't sugarcoat that. That's how it is. This business game called when you're going into business, this game, it is a tough game. Statistics don't look good if you're going to make it. Most probably, if you look at statistics, you're not going to make it. So now the question is, why would you want to go into business? So those are hard questions that you need to ask yourself. Why do you want to go into business? What is the objective to go into business? And let me tell you this. If you want to go into business just to make money, you're most probably going to be a statistic. You're most probably going to close down. So today, a lot of people are phoning, Johnny, listen, I want to start this business. I want to do this business. And there's a lot of emotion in their business decision. And you got to be realistic on when you want to go into business. So when we look at the numbers and we look at the market and we look at the product that we're advising guys on, and we say to him, but you know what, I don't think this product's going to work. I don't think this is going to work. Then the guy wants to just sell me and convince me that it is going to work. That tells me he's not willing to get feedback. And if you're not willing to get feedback, you're not going to make it. Okay? And the reason why you're not going to make it, most businesses, 90% of businesses, how they start is not how they end. If you go look at how Uber started and how Microsoft started and all these other businesses, American Express today, how they started and where they ended up, they're not the same business anymore. So why is that happening? Because you could have an idea today. You could have an idea today that you want to start this business. And it's great because the most important thing of starting a business is do something. But you constantly have to be getting feedback on what you're doing, seeing if it's working, and then you got to correct. You got to constantly be correcting yourself going forward. That is how businesses start with an idea of X. And they never knew that they would go and end up to be the Y business that they are today. They are so successful. And the guys who get so caught up into them, I call it the emotion, because a lot of times when you tell a guy and you show him the numbers that this business is not working, you either need to change your marketing, you need to do something. They don't want to listen. They're so emotionally attached to it that they believe what they have is a great product. And let me tell you, products don't make a great business. Services don't make a great business. It's all about the systems behind those products and services. It's all about, do you know your numbers on a regular basis? Do you have the right people in your organization that are selling? If you have a great product and you don't have the right people behind that product, selling it, giving service to your clients, are you really going to make it? You're not going to make it. So today I want to speak, and the reason why I want to bring this out is because I'm getting so many calls today, and I've figured out that I'm saying the same things over and over to people. And I thought, let me add some value to the people who are following me, just to tell them, if you're thinking of starting a business, know one thing, it's going to be tough. Know another thing, you better be willing to work your ass off. A lot of people say, you know what, I'm working too hard at my job, and I want to go and start my own business so I can work less hours. I'm telling you now, I have not met a person who starts his own business and works less. I don't know that. Maybe eventually will work less. But when you are starting a business, you must be willing to put 18 hours in that business. You must be willing to do whatever it takes to make that business work. So So I remember James Malinchek, when I went to his seminar, he was saying, if you want to have a big bank account, you've got to get off your assets. What he meant is get off your ass and work. A lot of people who, when you ask them, how did you make this work? He said, if I actually knew what I had to go through to make this business work, I don't know if I would have started, because I've gone through so much. Now this is it. This is what you need to understand. Yes, 9 out of 10 businesses are going to fail. But you've got to ask yourself, what makes that one business out of 10 succeed? And the question, that is the most important question. And I believe the question is constantly be willing to get feedback. Constantly be asking yourself, how can I add value? Not how can I make more money, how can I add value? Okay, that's the first question. What is a business? A business is a group of people that come together to develop a product or service that adds value to other people. That is what a business is. And when you're building a business, you have a responsibility to your people, your employees, to treat them well so that they can grow with the business. The more the business grows, the more they will grow. And your responsibility to the community that business serves is to add value through your product and service. Let me tell you this. If your product or service is new in the market and it's not adding value, you are ripping people off. That's what you are doing. And you are going to get away with it at the beginning because you might have a good marketing plan. You might have. Think of it, you're selling a product that only lasts a day and keeps breaking. Eventually, the customers are going to be telling everyone. The market will know, and the market will take that product out the market. Now, let me tell you this. A lot of times people come and they protect their ideas. A guy who protects his ideas doesn't want to have a business. Now, that's very bad. How can you say that, Johnny? Because if you want to start a new business and you have an idea but you don't know how to run a business, you're going to have to go and ask someone. You're going to have to go and ask them. And this is the issue with most people who protect ideas. They believe their idea, their product or service is what's really going to make the business. And it's never the product or service that makes the business. It is the people, the system behind that product or service that makes a business. Now, let me tell you, do you really think McDonald's makes the best burger in the world? I know your answer. You must probably say no. And you must probably say, but I still eat at McDonald's all the time whenever I can because it's convenient. But can anyone make the same burger around the world in the time they make it convenient in the world? No. They are the best at what they do because of their systems. Not because of the burger. It's because of the systems. Now, you can use McDonald's as a great example on how to build a great business because they first focus on the systems. Jim Collins, who wrote the book Good to Great, he always said, when he researched all the CEOs, what made a great CEO, he always said, it's the people on the bus first, then the vision, then the vision. You first get the right people on the bus, then you get the vision. So these are a few things that I keep saying all the time. People come to me and say, Johnny, I want to open this new business. Help me set this business up. And I know I need to check if this guy's got what it takes to open a business. I know 9 out of 10 businesses are going to fail. I know that he's got to get off his ass and he's got to work hard for this business. And if I can see the psychology is not at the right place when you open a business, he's not going to make it, because what I guarantee you, he's going to struggle. There's going to be difficulties. There might be times he doesn't have money. There might be times where his employees are getting paid more than he's getting paid. Will he push through? Does he have the persistence to push through to make that business successful? Every business has a story of its journey. And I want to tell you up front, when you go into business and you start your business, you're going to have a story. You're going to have a story on your struggle, on how you got through there. And you know what? The businesses that make it after 5 years, I did not tell you they were profitable. I just told you they survived. Businesses who even make it don't even make money. They just survive. They can pay their bills. Now, can you imagine that? You struggle, you sweat, you put everything in this business and you've never seen a cent out of it? This game called business is tough. It's not for everyone. You've got to make sure, and I'm not here trying to be negative and tell you to persuade you to get out of the business. I want to prepare you for business. That is what I do. I build great businesses. But I know building a great business, 80% is psychology, 20% is mechanics. Yes, we do know what's your product, what's the value, where you're going to market to, what's your niche market. You've got to understand pricing of value. Or how do you know how to price your product in the market? First of all, if no one's buying it, you know how to price. But you could have your price wrong because you can't sell value. You know this product's very valuable, but you can't sell it. A Gucci bag and a no-name bag might be cost the same, and the use must be the same. But why can a Gucci bag be sold for 20 times more? Because they know how to sell their value, their brand. What does it mean when you walk around with a Gucci bag? Their whole marketing plan is about brand awareness, making you feel special, making you feel good. What is your product and service? What value is it adding to the marketplace? And do you have the right people on the bus? And are you going to add value to those people? If they stick by you, because most people who stick by a startup business, they can't even afford to pay their people. And if they stick by you, what's going to happen? Is there a future for these people? Now, if you're focusing just on how much money you're going to make and not actually on how you're going to add value to the communities you're going to serve, I think your chances of making a business are slim to none. So this is a real recording. I want to get real with you. I've been coaching a lot of guys. I've been building great businesses. I'm starting to say the same thing. I thought I'd record this stuff. I hope you test me on what I'm saying. If you have skeptical about what I'm saying, test me. Go do research on what people have done to get through business. So with that, thank you very much. Thanks for listening. Johnny Eliades here, your success strategist, and I'll see you at the top.